Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast. As always, Andy Semo, Kevin Soyan, and Strom can't make it today. I think he's in the office for work. So yesterday, it's hard to hit like 3 days in a row, and doing this much hitting, don't expect it all the time. Like it's very difficult to do parlay gambling. So you hit 25% of the time, you're like very, very good. And we're well over that right now. So we're going to rest the mean eventually, but I think we keep riding this hot wave. So new one today. I'll let Kev give a recap of yesterday's picks.
Yep, I blew it yesterday. I said it during the pod. I'm the variable right now because you guys just can't miss, you and Strom. So it's awesome if you guys can keep it up. And if I hit, we're hitting. So that's how it's been. So I don't think I had a bad pick. I think it was just a weird fluke. But Mariners first 5 plus half a run yesterday. Mariners or the Twins put up 5 in the first. They got another in the second, 2 more in the fourth. Like they won 11-1. It was just one of those games. I guess the Twins are just not to be fucked with right now, so I might avoid fading them for future bets. But the pitching matchup called for it. But Logan Gilbert shit the bed. Anyways, on to Strom for basketball. He had Jason Tatum under 27.5. This was not pacing well, but the Celtics were shit in the bed yesterday. And that really helped him out. I think he landed around 25. Yeah, they were bad. They were 22% from 3, and just 41% from the field, the Celtics. So could have a series here. It's a nice hit from Strom. Then Andy had the Stars money line. Never much of a doubt there. They were typically up 2 most of the game, so a nice 5-3 win for them. But the parlay loses. But the boys are hot. We're still 5-4, 56% hitting. So that's great for parlay, like you said. Up 15.59 units. I'm 4-4-1, and you and Strom are both 8-1. Incredible.
Feeling good. Honestly, it feels very good to be this hot right now. So
yeah, I bet.
Watching the games,
I wouldn't know.
It's great. You've had your runs. You're just a streaky gambler. Like you're never like hit 2, miss 1. Like you're either hot or cold.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So with that, let's get in some picks today. I guess I can kick it off with Strom's. So he's going his old faithful pick, Phillies first 5 minus half a run. So basically they need to win the first 5 innings. Ranger Suarez is on the bump for them today. He's 6-0 with a 1.72 ERA and a 0.72 WHIP. Philly's starting pitching has been absolutely outrageous. They're 6-1 in the first 5 in his starts, so very good record there. And the Phillies are third in the MLB at 3.29 runs in the first 5, 9-1 their last 10 first 5. Marlins 22nd in the MLB, average 2.15 runs in the first 5. They have Trevor Rogers on the bump. He's 0-5, 6.15 ERA, 1.72 WHIP. He's a bad pitcher. The Phillies have one of the best lineups in baseball. I think they're number 2 in OPS overall. So I think that Trevor Rogers is going to get roughed up here. So that's Strom's pick. Phillies first 5 minus half a run. He's been taking it a lot. He went from the Orioles to the Phillies first 5. And it's been working.
Until it misses, he's going to keep riding it. So there's nothing really we can do. But
yes,
the volume scares me. Just taking the same thing.
I agree. It's over and over and over. He's definitely, once he finds his niche, he just sticks with it.
He's like a puppy. It's like a dog.
All right, Kev, what do you got?
All right, I am taking Josh Hart over 12.5 rebounds. He's hit this number in 6 out of 8 playoff games and the last 2 games in a row for this Pacers series. One of the great reasons he's hitting right now is because Mitchell Robinson has been out, which has both led to them needing more rebounds. So he just crashes the boards every time. He flies in from like the 3-point line. It's hilarious to watch. And then also he's playing every minute of the game. He played 48 minutes the last 2 games, literally the entire game. So he's in there. He's a dog. He doesn't get tired. And he's an absolute workhorse for them. For the matchup against the Pacers, too, they are not great against rebounding teams, and they play such a fast pace, too. I don't know if that's the reason, but they're 24th against offensive rebounds and 28th against defensive rebounds. And the Knicks this year were the number 1 offensive rebounding team and the number 2 defensive rebounding team. So they should lead this category, and Josh Hart should help lead the way. He's coming off the last 2 games at 15 and 13. So he's been hitting that number. He's averaging in the postseason like 12.75, so just over the number. But I think with Robinson out and with the matchup against the Pacers, easy money.
I know nothing about basketball, but I've seen a bunch of just memes on Twitter of Josh Hart crashing the boards.
It's great. I love it. He just flies in there.
So, yeah, you've been pretty good at basketball, so I like it. So, all right. And then to round it out, I'm going to go Orioles money line for my pick. They are playing the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks have been hot. They've won 4 in a row. It's been against the Reds. The Reds have been really bad. I think they've lost 8 in a row. So I don't really think about that too much. They have Brandon Pfaadt going for the Diamondbacks, 4.61 ERA, 1.2 WHIP. He doesn't walk a lot of people. He just gives up a lot of hits. I think he's given up at least 2 runs in his starts in 6 straight. He's been touched up in his last start for 5 runs. I don't remember who. But Cole Irvin's going for the Orioles. He's been awesome. I think he's had 3 straight starts of giving up no runs, 2.86 ERA, 1.07 WHIP. The thing with him is he's just not giving up home runs. He's pitched 34 and 2/3 innings, only 2 home runs given up. And the Orioles, they hit home runs. They have, I think, the most or the second most home runs in the bigs at 57. And their OPS as a team is .750, so which is 4th best in the league. They're a good offensive team. They're going to knock around Pfaadt a little bit. Their bullpen is much better than Diamondbacks bullpen, except for Craig Kimbrell. I have to throw that in there. But yeah, Orioles all day, money line.
It's been a while since we took the Orioles.
I know we had to take a break, even though they've been like white hot. But it's like if Craig Kimbrell doesn't go in the game, they're going to win the game.
Oh, that's why we stopped taking him. That game haunted us.
Yeah. I saw something like he's thrown like 2 2/3 innings and he's thrown like 90 pitches in those appearances. Like something incredible like that. He's been so bad. Yeah.
I like the parlay.
So to recap. Yeah. So we got to recap picks. Let's go over 12.5 rebounds for Josh Hart at -135. Orioles money line -135, and then Phillies -0.5 in the first 5 innings, -130. Comes out to +436 for the parlay today. That's it. No day baseball, which kind of sucks, but
need those Cubs at home on Fridays.
Yeah, we need to Cubs at home. 120 start, nothing like it. All right, 7 day.
Yep.